Okay, what we're looking at here is the Laurel Park construction site. And this is the most recent aerial photo. And it's back in December 5th, 2024. And this is a few months after Hatfield, McCoy's, Fred and Sheila did their little drive around the site looking for any trace of Sebastian. And just to say, I'm starting their footage from up here on the top of Willow Bend Drive. And I'll just orientate it so that you can follow along. Okay, starting the footage here, and they look at wood piles over to the right here, which is the very north of the site. And then they make their turn onto Parkenham Drive. Okay, just put a little bit of a tilt onto this, and then the drive down here. The apex of the bend here is a manhole right in the middle. To the right here is the base of 621. This is also the head of the filled area. The whole tranche of filled area goes from right here, 621, past 617, 613, 609, 605. All this area was filled on the 26th of February 2024. That morning and all through the day, starting right up here at 621. When Fred and Sheila drive by, it's to their right, basically at this manhole. Anyway, yes, that's where I believe Sebastian to be, right in here. Because 6 loads were dumped in this area before Max the dog and his handler came by here on the hard packed, at the time, Parkenham Drive. Max took off running and he ended up right in here in this retention pond. That can be seen at the end of Fred and Sheila's video, where they make this turn and they park here for a little while they look into this area. Anyway, I'll put in there a bit of footage, and thanks very much to Fred and Sheila from Hatfield McCoy channel. Okay, this is footage from Fred and Sheila from Hatfield McCoy, and they're at the very top of the Laurel Park development. They're about to turn on to Parkenham Drive. And as I already mentioned, they look over at the stick pile on the right hand side before turning down Parkenham Drive. Okay, we'll continue on. Okay, driving along the top of the site, looking over at the stick pile from the felled trees. This was early October, like October 5th, 6th. They put out the video on October 7th. This is all built now. There's houses all around us here at the present time. They're driving down Parkenham Drive and they're coming to the apex of the road, and right here they're just coming past the first manhole on the bend, and to their right, out past the wing mirror there, that is the site of 621. It's also the start of the filled area that was filled on the 26th of February 2024, that morning when Sebastian went missing. All down from there in the direction that Fred and Sheila are travelling was filled. That day, throughout the day, it was levelled, rolled and packed. I believe Sebastian to be just to the right of us, in the start of that Hatfield area. As I said before, 6 loads were dumped just to the right of us before Max the dog went down. This was hard packed at the time. It wasn't tarmac adamant. We're just coming to the end of that filled length, like the length of a football pitch, just to the right of us. And just ahead of us is the retention pond, triangular shaped retention pond. That's it there, looking out the side mirror. It's drained there in this footage. That's where Max jumped in. And I'll also believe that's where Sebastian fell in and got himself back out before he started running home when he had his accident up beside Parkenham Drive. Most likely place, 621. It's where the filling started. Anyway, I really hope Ellie realise this. Actually go in, scan the area. Yeah, there's houses there now. Scan the area. Walk cadaver dogs around. Cadaver dogs can find remains very deep in the soil. Cadaverine permeates the soil. Anyway, take care and good luck.